How to gain muscle for beginners for the long term. Let me start by saying a beginner can gain muscle by following basically any program. That doesn't mean that there aren't better ways to start off. Learning certain principles from the outset are going to ensure longer term gains, and when a plateau is hit, everyone will eventually hit a plateau, there will be methodology to rely on to break through that plateau. First off, learn the big three barbell lifts. This would be the squat, the bench, and the deadlift, and then learn derivatives of each of these exercises. These are the most efficient and effective exercises to gain muscle with. There's certainly many other exercises that work very well, potentially even better, but it just adds more time to the process and can complicate things, especially in the beginning. There's barbells in basically every gym around the world. There's squat racks. You can do these exercises in any gym if you are traveling or out of town, and you can milk progress from these exercises for so long. Learn what it feels like to go to failure in these exercises. Do this safely, and this doesn't mean that heavy weight is needed, but learn what it feels like to fail on these exercises. That way you have a framework to judge effort levels. You can then use this framework to judge effort going forward, knowing how close you are to failure. Consistently prove in the 4 to 10 rep range. A much wider rep range works for gaining muscle, but a 4 to 10 rep range should be the bread and butter that you're trying to improve on. Doing one rep requires many sets, requires very heavy weight, which leads to great deals of central and mental fatigue. Going 25 or 30 reps is just a huge use of time. You have to go to failure or extremely close to. It's very painful. It just doesn't seem like a good way to be efficient within the gym. The 4 to 10 rep range is time effective, is fun, and can lead to gains both in muscle mass and strength. Keep exercise duration between 40 and 75 minutes max. 75 minutes is probably pushing it. Warm-up should be short, should be to the point. You should get to lifting as soon as possible. This time frame is going to ensure that effort stays high, that focus doesn't begin to wane, and that you aren't wasting time in the gym. The last thing you want to be doing is just spending ridiculous amounts of time in the gym doing things that aren't very effective. Following along those same lines, choose 3 to 5 exercises for your program, 5 being the max, for the same reason why you should be in the gym 40 to 75 minutes. Doing 4 exercises in the 4 to 10 rep range with high level of efforts is going to be tiring both from a mental and physical standpoint. You shouldn't be wanting to do more than that, and if you can, your effort levels just probably weren't appropriate on the previous 4 exercises. If you go hard in 3 to 4 exercises in the 4 to 10 rep range, you should be feeling like you did a lot of work and not really want to do anything more.